Hey guys, it's been a while. That's an understatement. I'm not dead, as some of you probably think, or you probably thought I lost the password to the channel, or I or I stopped being a fan of Kylie, or something like that. No, to be honest, none of those things are true. It's just I don't know why. I just kind of stopped doing things for this channel. It was so funny. So first thing I want to say is prepare for a kind of annoying video because I'm doing this without a script. I've never done that before, but so why start now? And also you'll hear me say a lot and so all that stuff. So if that annoys you, click off because I'm not going to edit them out because I'm lazy. But I wanted to make a video. This has been on my mind for a long time, for like a year now. But it's in particular been on my mind lately. And it's been like an itch that I've had. Like it's been really irritating me that I sort of left this channel. I kind of ghosted it and didn't do anything. So this video is really me, I guess, explaining where I've been this whole time. And again, some of you might not even care about this, and that's fine. But if you're interested, I guess keep watching. I just want to say it's so funny because I even said this on my channel, but I was like, once I move out, like, I'm gonna put out all these videos. I'm gonna put out videos nonstop. And it's funny because I did move out of my parents' house, and that is literally when I stopped. Like, that is exactly the moment I stopped. Like, literally my last video came out right before I moved. So it was really kind of ironic in a poetic sense of like this goal I had of once I move out, I'm gonna put out so many videos, and I move out and never put out a video until now. So it's kind of funny in a way, and a little sad, I guess. I guess one thing I'll start off with is why it's been so long. And the reason for that is there's really no reason except for I just kind of lost motivation. I started focusing on some other things that I'm not going to, like other projects that are public, but I'm not going to talk about them because I don't want to come off like I'm shilling them out, but also because I don't think I really want people on this channel to find them. But I was just working on other projects that I still work on and stuff, but I tend to do this thing I notice online. I have like multiple channels, multiple social media accounts, multiple projects I do. It is really funny. I've never had somebody intersect, if that makes sense. I've never had someone cross the wires. Like, someone's like, oh, you're the same person that does this. And it's so funny. I'm honestly kind of shocked it hasn't happened yet. Because I literally have done so many things. And I'm not saying like they're all like popular or anything, but they get quite a few I get quite a few followers and stuff, same as here. And it is really funny. Like, I've never had an intersect moment yet, and I'm kind of waiting for it to happen where someone's like, are you the same guy that makes like Kylie language videos, or like used to? And I don't know, it is kind of funny. And again, it hasn't happened yet, but I'm shocked because I've literally done so many things. And I say all that to say, like, that's partially why I got sidetracked from this channel, was because I just was focusing my motivation and interest in other things. And I don't know, I didn't want to do collection videos anymore, and I didn't really want to edit Kylie focused videos. Not that I'm not a fan of Kylie anymore. I actually got to meet her, which I'll talk about later in the video. But I don't know, I just didn't want to do Kylie focused content anymore. I actually wanted to do, if I ever did, which I didn't, but if I ever did want to do music focused stuff, it was actually on other artists. But I didn't really want to post them on this channel because I know people are probably getting mad at me, which honestly I'll still probably end up doing. Like, I actually have a few videos in mind of a few different artists. So that's also partially what this video is me saying, sorry, you're gonna have to deal with it if you don't like it. Obviously, I'll still post Kylie stuff on here. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. First things first, I want to say this. Literally, thank you guys. I noticed that I got up to like 200 subscribers. I didn't say anything, and I hit this when I was gone, and I kind of feel bad. But thank you. I'm shocked I still have subscribers and stuff. You know, this was a dead channel. But thank you. I appreciate that. And the other thing is, am I coming back? Well, I am calling this video I'm back, but that might be a little bit misleading. Am I back? Consider this part-time thing, if that makes sense. This is a very small return. I do actually want to kind of post content on here again, but don't expect it to be like weekly or like even monthly. You know, it might be yearly, if that. It'll be just little videos that I maybe want to put together. Though a few big videos. I have a few kind of big videos I would like to do. I'm planning on getting a new computer here soon, because this one I'm using, bless its heart, it's on this last leg. Which is sad because I haven't even had it that long. But you know how they make laptops and how they purposely make them to where they die really soon. Anyways, that's off topic. But I would like to I would like to come back actually and make content again, but expect it to be in some small forms. Though again, I do have a few big videos planned I actually really want to do. I think they'll be interesting if I end up doing them. Which again, this, I might say I'm back and literally this will be my last video ever. That could happen. And I'm fine with that. I'm just doing whatever feels comfortable for me. This channel's not a job. It never has been. It never will be. That would be nice. I would love to quit the job I have right now. But, yeah, so it would be great for this to be a job, but it's not. It's a hobby. You know, Kylie Minogue and herself for me is a hobby. It's a fun side thing, so, you know, don't expect me to be whipping out, you know, 50-minute videos every week, but, who knows? If I want to, I will. I've noticed another reason I think I want to come back is, for that reason I mentioned about my job earlier. Because I noticed when I very first started the channel, I had my very first job that I hated. And I was in college and I hated it. And this channel was sort of an escapism for me. And for a while when I stopped doing content, it was when I had a job that I really liked. And then now I have a new job that I hate. It makes money, but I hate it. You know, that dilemma. So, I've noticed, I'm wondering if that's kind of why I want to do it now, as a sort of like escapism again. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. Nor do I really care. But one reason why I left was, I'll be honest, this channel was the start of a lot of things for me. A lot of very positive things came from this channel. And unfortunately, that has kind of turned indefinite at the moment. I'm not going to go into specifics, but things that were really good have turned not sour, but really indefinite, if that makes sense. Like, very unclear. And it's been a little bit confusing. I'm actually in a very confusing spot in my life right now. And sorry to make this video a therapy session, but, you know, I just want to be real with you guys. If any of you are interested in even going to watch this video. But, so that's partially, I think, why I turned away from this channel. Was it kind of was bittersweet because it brought back a lot of memories that were really positive, but also were quite negative because of how they've turned out. So I honestly think that's partially why I left, and things are still like that, but I want to move past that because I do want to make content again. And I remember being really happy when I had this channel, like when I first started. I remember being so happy and laughing and, you know, it was really fun, and it was a great way for me to talk to other people about Kylie Minogue, because that's one thing that sucks for me, not only as an American, but specifically the part of America I live in, is so like country, you know, country music and gosh, some of the people I work with, I hate it, but you know, and I love my European disco techno music. I love my Kylie Minogue. I love my Dead or Alive. I love my Pet Shop Boys. And so this channel was a way for me to sort of talk to people about that kind of stuff. And it was so nice. And I want to get back to that. One thing I'll say is you'll notice now on the channel, a lot of videos are gone. They're not completely gone. They're not wiped from the face of the internet, though. It wouldn't be a bad thing if they were. But they're put on private because personally, they are embarrassing and I do not like them. I remember when I first started my channel, I refused to do that because, funny enough, have to do with Kylie. I'd always be kind of sad when Kylie would talk about her debut album and be like, it's so embarrassing, you know, and I'd be, as a fan, I would be like, oh, but I love your first album and all this stuff. But now I understand what she's talking about. I mean, obviously not in the same scope, but you know what I mean. Like, those videos are so embarrassing, and also I just hate myself, my face being on the channel. And that's one thing I want to notice. You'll notice all the videos that have my face in them are gone, and that's the thing, is I want to be faceless on this channel, mostly for privacy, and not because I think like some of my subscribers are gonna stalk me or anything. I'm not no one would want to stalk me, but I mean, like, people I know find the channel. I don't know. I just don't want to have my face on the channel personally. I will talk, as I'm doing now, obviously, in this video. And I think I kind of want to do that, sort of have just talking videos with, like, stuff on screen. There's stuff on screen right now. And that's one reason why my album ranking video is still up. Also because it's really popular, but I will say I cringe at that video. First of all, because I'm so unfocused. That's a video that needed a script. I should have. I actually think I do want to update my ranking, because all feels. First of all, it's so different, but also I'm gonna write a script, because there were so many things I forgot to say, and also I get so weirdly negative in that video. I mean, I understand why, because I was ranking the albums, and you do have to kind of like pick apart, you know, the album, but it sounded so dour and just negative, and I was like, it sounds like I hate Kylie, and I was like, that's really sad. But I'm keeping the video because it's really popular and obviously doesn't have my face in it. But I do cringe at a video because my ranking is not at all accurate how I feel now, and again, I'm just so negative and it's so unfocused. So that is one thing I would like to do, though it'll be later because I don't feel like doing it right now. Also, I guess Kylie's gonna have a new album out soon, so I might as well wait for that. Because she has a new song out now called 10 out of 10 with a guy. I don't remember his name, but I'll put it on screen. Also, I'll answer that real quick. What do I think of the song? It's cute. It's a bop. That's all I can really say on it. It's cute. But yeah, that's why I sort of left the channel. But I would like to come back, and like I said, it's going to come back in maybe some smaller forms, including Reels. Is that the YouTube thing? No, that's the Instagram thing. No, YouTube has Shorts. Yeah, Shorts. Basically just YouTube TikToks. And they are sort of trendy and cringy, but they are honestly actually a good way for me to do short content. So expect those. Expect a lot of like compilation videos, and by that I mean like cute things Kylie says in interviews, or like funny videos, like how I used to do, though less memey. Because that's one thing. The Kylie Minogue is a badass video, I remember being so proud of at the time, and rewatching it, I do cringe at it because the meme edits are way too loud. They're so annoying, and I can understand now why people were annoyed by that video, because it is kind of an annoying video. It still is kind of funny to me, but it's also annoying. Like, I can understand why people were like, ugh, this video. So, meme edits, I mean, I might do a little bit of meme edits, but, not to that extent. And mostly, it'll just be, like, cute little, like, moments that like Kylie did in interviews and all that stuff, or whatever, I'll do with that. Top 20 videos, probably not. Maybe, I don't know. The problem with those is copyright. So I don't know. Maybe I do have some videos I want to do on like some of her on things that I feel for Kylie are underrated. Particularly, I want to kind of focus on 90s Kylie, because me and other Kylie fans that I have, or Kylie friends I have that are like fans of her, a lot of us like love 90s Kylie, which is sort of the like black sheep of the Kylie eras, if that makes sense. If you're a Kylie fan, like if you know, like the 90s era was like Kylie experimenting. Even the PWL albums during the 90s were experimenting, getting a little bit more raunchy, edgy, and it's very different from rest of Kylie's stuff, but it's honestly my favorite and a lot of my friends' favorite. And it's the era of Kylie I admit that I'm most passionate about. And I don't say that to mean like I'm dismissive of her newer stuff or even earlier stuff. No, I love all of Kylie's stuff. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Kylie to me has one of the strongest discographies of any pop artist. Like she literally does not have like a bad album in her discography. And that's saying something, because even someone like Madonna has blemishes in there. And especially the recent ones. But Kylie has a very good discography, very strong discography, and I feel like her 90s content is so underrated, especially albums like Let's Get To It, which, funny enough, Let's Get To It, of all of Kylie's albums, is the album that sort of reinvigorated my love of Kylie recently, which is so funny because that album is like her least talked about. But that's kind of why, though, in a way. So I'm planning on doing a Let's Get To It focused video here soon. That's the big one I was talking about. But again, please be patient, because I'm lazy and also I'm busy, which is a dangerous combo. But yeah, that's what I want to focus on, is like videos in the vein of Kylie Minogue is a Badass, meaning like interview videos, like compilation of a lot of, I don't know, like funny, cute moments, like that I love Kylie Minogue in interviews. Like she's so sweet, and I don't know, she just brings a smile to my face, and she does for so many people. I think that's one thing we all love about Kylie, is she just has such an undeniable positive energy. And even getting into her, I had a really bad day at work today, the day I'm filming this, or recording this, and I listened to her songs from her album, and it literally just lifted my spirits. Like, and I mean, a lot of music does that for me, like, obviously, but Kylie, I feel like, just has such a specialness about her, for me. So yeah, I expect a lot of 90s content for Kylie. Of course, I'll try and do everything, because I love all of Kylie's stuff. Might do some, like, album retrospectives and stuff. Again, I'm in the brainstorming phase. I do want to come back, but again, don't expect to be like a huge thing of like weekly. Again, it'll be very small, but I hope people like it, and I hope I gain more subscribers. I hope that people really enjoy the content, and I put out some like good stuff. I really do hope so, especially for the subscribers I've had that stuck around. Again, I'm shocked you guys have, but thank you so much. I guess I've said pretty much most of what I wanted to say, so I guess I'll go ahead and get to the thing that people might be most interested in. Maybe not, I don't know. But me getting to meet Kylie. Yes, I got to meet Kylie, and she signed my shirt, which was very sweet of her, and she talked to me for a little bit. I didn't get like the big moment. Everyone dreams about meeting their heroes. We're like, they look you in the eyes and they tell you something special. Like, no, that obviously that didn't happen, but I really wasn't expecting it to. But she was so sweet. I almost cried. I got so emotional. I was literally shaking. Like, my voice was shaking. I was shaking. I got so emotional. I mean, I was literally face to face with a woman who, it sounds dramatic, but it's true. She like changed my life. And she made such an impact on me. She, wrote my shirt. I'll put a video up and pictures up. I'm gonna cover up my face. Like I said, I want to be faceless on the channel. But honestly, you might be able to find them online because I did post them on Instagram, which again, I know that kind of doesn't make sense, but whatever.
May I get close to you? Sam, can I take your picture with us? I'll get you the photo. Yeah, go on. 2, Sam. Breathe.
But yeah, but she said like breathe, which was so cute because you know it was kind of like a callback to her song. But the my only regret is I wish I had said more, or I wish I was more specific, because I wanted to tell her how much specifically her song "Jump" from Impossible Princess. That is, I would honestly say my favorite Kylie song, or one of them. That song has the most meaning to me because it got me through a really hard time, and the lyrics really resonate with me. And I wish I told her that, or I wish I just told her about Impossible Princess or her 1994 album in general. But I was scared I would offend her, like only mentioning one thing, especially when she had a new album out and everything. But now that I look back on it, no, that's exactly what I should have done, because people like famous people like that love when their fans are specific because they know like, oh, it's this little thing. Um, and I kind of just said your music, which is so broad, and also I was worried she probably thinks I'm just like a basic American who only listens to "Can't Get You Out of My Head." So I was like, oh gosh, now I come off like that. Gosh, I was so embarrassed. I wish I had said more, but it was happening so fast. But still, it was an amazing experience. It was in New Jersey. I literally drove 8 hours to go to New Jersey. It was so scary because traffic there is insane. And again, like I said, I live in the country, so me to go to the big city of New Jersey was pretty scary, and there was a lot of risks involved. And my family was telling me, "Do not go. It's gonna be bad. You're gonna regret it. Blah 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 blah. Like Kylie's not gonna care about you." And they said like, "Oh, like you should instead pay for tickets to see her on tour and like do a meet and greet or whatever." Which, first thing, Kylie barely ever tours in America. I do think she will the next time she does, but it is true she barely tours here in America. And also, I don't think she really does. Well, she does do meet and greets for tours. I don't know if she would do it here in America. Maybe that would be even more expensive. Because the thing is, this was a thing for her wines. I forgot to mention it was for Kylie Minogue wines. If it was a meet and greet at a concert, my family didn't really understand. Again, they don't understand. First of all, how much Kylie means to me, but they also just didn't understand how those things work. Like a concert meet and greet is so much more busier, faster, crazier, and again more expensive and more just picture and go. But this thing, first of all, was free, which I was shocked. I think everyone was, but it was free. It was much more intimate, and I mean, obviously, it was like okay, get your thing, go, which obviously they have a line, but it just was more intimate and more special. And I was like, something was telling me was like, if you don't go to this, you're gonna regret it. And I remember I was getting up for work because conveniently the time I had to get up for work was the time I was good to leave for the meet and greet, and I literally just was like, no, no, I'm not going to work. Which, if you're worried, like I had called off work beforehand, but I was gonna like just show up to work and be like, oh, never mind, I could come. But so again, I wasn't like skipping out on work. Like they knew I wasn't gonna come, but so I just decided that morning I was like, I am not going to work and I'm driving to New Jersey, and I did it, and I'm so proud of myself because the thing is like I'm such an introverted, or not, maybe not introverted, but I'm such a closed in person. I'm so safe. I'm so careful. I'm so like afraid of taking risks. So for me to do this, I think my family understood. Like, if he's willing to do this, it must mean something to him. Like, I'm so happy that I did it. Like, easily one of my most proudest moments in my life. Not just meeting Kylie, but just getting the guts to do it. I'm so proud of myself. And a lot of times I'm really hard on myself for not doing things like that and not living, in the moment. So again, sorry this video kind of like turned, but I just wanted to say, like, I'm so happy I did that. And, you know, I hope for anyone watching this channel or just anything, like, even if it's not, has to do with Kylie, but just anything like that, I urge you to take the risk and do that, because, I mean, you know, sometimes bad things do happen. You know, something bad could have happened. In fact, something bad almost did happen when I went. Someone almost wrecked into me. And that would have been really scary because I already just wrecked and had to buy a new car. And, you know, I mean, that was a risk, but I took it. And I mean, thank God I'm safe. And, like, you know, I didn't wreck my car. But, you know, those things happen, but sometimes you have to do that. And again, sorry, I know this is a little bit like existential or like dramatic, but I don't know. That's partially what I'm talking about in this video. That was just a very special moment. So honestly, I think that's everything that I want to say. But sorry I've been gone, and sorry that you've been subscribed to a dead channel. But thank you for sticking around. That really means a lot. I hope you guys like this video, and I hope you like my content that's coming up. And also, again, I want to say I'm sorry that, you know, perhaps maybe one of your favorite videos of mine is privated now. Like, I'm sorry. But, you know, understand that I just want, I want to remove that sort of lackluster content that was just cringy. And also, I want to remove my face. So, yeah. So, that's pretty much everything I want to say. But, again, I want to say thank you guys for sticking around. I'm sorry it's been so long. And, you know, again, I hope you like my content that's coming up. We'll see. And I do hope I do follow up on this video and don't just end here, because that would be disappointing. But, I do hope you guys like it. And, you know, I hope things can go back to how they were with this channel. And even better. And yeah, I think that's everything I want to say. So thank you guys. And,